Good morning. It's the 28th of 28th of September 2024. Hope you're all well. Hi if you're new. So I haven't done a banking one for a long time because I said literally this is how it's going to be, and there didn't seem to be much point. And I think the last one I did was around June, or was it July? It's on Rumble. Anyway, there's been a lot of talk. I've just seen my friend sent me a post, and GESARA will be announced on the 1st of October. I've seen something about New Zealand. Apparently they're already going for it. Apparently. There's all sorts of things going around, but you never really know what's true. And I suppose, then I kind of look at the mainstream media. Oh, I wonder if it's been announced. But, you're never going to find it there. So it's really hard to know if something's true until you hear it, or you see it from your bank, or you actually experience it. And that's, I think, the problem with all of this. But anyway, there's been a lot of talk about the 1st of October. So I thought I'd look into banks quickly now. But what was quite interesting is I'm pretty certain I read on my own bank. In fact, I know I did actually now, because I remember reading on my friend's bank, which was the Halifax. And then I read on my bank, High Street Bank. So I'm sure it was on my old channel. I'm pretty sure it was the one that got removed. But anyway, and I have a feeling, I remember getting a shutdown for my bank. Now, I was talking about kind of the whole of the bank at the end. Well, the other day, my daughter said, I'm going to the bank. Oh, I'm not going to this particular one where we live. I'm going to another one. So why aren't you going to that one then? She said, oh, it's shut down. I couldn't believe it. I thought you were joking. It has. It's shut down. So it's a major high street bank, and it's shut down in my town. Okay, and I'm near London, so there should be quite a few. Oh, honestly, I think there's one about 4 miles away. And after that, they're just scattered miles away. Well, it's fine if you want to go 4 miles to stand in a 20-minute queue to pay in one thing. But that's a bit of an inconvenience for me, because the other one was really close. And so then I look at banking hubs, and it was saying the one near me doesn't take cash. My daughter said you got it wrong. It was certain days don't take cash or something. I don't know. But I looked at it and it said doesn't take cash on that, maybe that particular branch. Other people are saying you can use a post office to pay in cash and stuff like that. But it's a little bit inconvenient. But then again, this probably isn't going to be for too much longer. Who knows? So that's why I thought I'd look into it. Because obviously the banks are now dying. They're going. But we still need them at the moment while we're on this, still on normal banking structure in a way. I mean, it could literally be a month away. So there you go. So I'm going to look into it, okay? So I'm going to have to break it down really. I think the first question I'm going to ask now, when I ask this, do remember, if you get a yes, okay, for a date, it can be yes, it will happen. It may not be on that date you said. It may be like, yes, it will happen, but it could be in 2 months' time on a date. It's sometimes it's going to say, yes, this is happening, but just because you're asking for that date doesn't mean I think you're always going to get for that date. Do bear that in mind, because I remember reading on Trooping in the Colour, and I had, what was it? Hanged man, okay? Now that could be suspended, okay, in limbo in a way. And then I remember someone said, well, you got that wrong. But it could be next year. It could be the year after. It could be, that's a long card as well that comes into fruition, hangman. So, it's really hard sometimes to know when you're asking. I was asking for June for 2024. But that's about, being patient. And we will know, okay? We wait and we will be enlightened. Well, it wasn't for that June. Maybe it's next June. You see what I mean? So you have to be a little bit flexible with things like that. And also that is a card that means that card stands because it's a major arcana. It's harder to move, which means that should still happen. We just don't know when. Right, so I've cleared that up. So first thing I'm going to ask is, obviously there's a post going around, NESARA is going to be announced, NESARA GESARA on the 1st of October 2024. Is this true? No, I don't think so. Unless it's saying they've lost and this is what's going to come out, because maybe it could be actually that the situation is that it hasn't worked out for them. And this is gold as well. This is gold in a way. It is cups, but to me it could be a gold cup. Interesting actually, that maybe they didn't want us to have it, and now we're gonna now it's there. It's like almost unavoidable. So I'm gonna look into that. See, will NESARA GESARA be announced 1st of October? Whoa, that's a shock for you. But yet again, remember, I don't know if it's actually going to be the 1st of October, but it's there. It looks like it's there. So that now says to me potentially that may be less about it not happening on that day. It may be more about that they didn't want this to come out. It looks like it's unavoidable. It could also be saying the whole system's going to fall and then we get it. I'll be surprised if we got it before the election and everything. And my friend said to me, have you read on the election? I said, I did, on the American election. And I got 2 of Swords, which means pending, and it was to do with a woman. So there's not much I can do about that right now. And also, I actually don't think I'm going to get an answer if I did look into it, because often when you do this kind of thing, it's like what you need to know now. It doesn't say, yeah, you're going to meet your husband in a bar and then you do nothing. Do you know what I mean? It's like you have to still keep, you don't get like, you get an idea, but you don't get 100% clarity before it's happened. It's like almost things have to go the way they're meant to go. So you don't just go, oh, well, he's going to win. We don't even need to bother to vote. It's like life is not like that, if you know what I mean. This is NESARA GESARA. Well, they're waiting. Yes, you see, look, it may not have worked out, but the battle isn't over yet. This is a battle. They do not want this out. They do not want to give up, okay? It is to do with the past. It was too difficult in the past to bring this out, but now they're not in a hurry with this card. So I don't know, how true that is for the 1st of October. I mean, it's literally in 2 days, so I can't see that happening myself. But I feel like maybe this is a new direction. Maybe then, there you go, then it will happen. Oh, wow, look at those cards. Huge amounts of money going from strength to strength, from suffering. We're going to have more money than we have ever needed or wanted. And we will go on this new path. Now, that could potentially be in 3 days with that card, but I personally don't see it, because this is right now and this is waiting, and he's not in a hurry. Okay, he's got his coin. This battle is not over. You can see that for yourself. This battle connected to the past feels like it's kind of not over. It's almost over. It's inevitable with the 5 of, what did I get? The 5 of, oh, my mind's gone blank. 5 of Pentacles. So it's like, no, cups it was, feelings, disappointments. So it could be saying disappointed, it's not that day, but I'm of the feeling it's more disappointed that we're going to get it. It's like, this is very close to the end with a 5 of Swords. It goes quite quick. So I feel like it's like hanging on, but it's inevitable. And maybe that's why it's like disappointments, in a way, it's like a done deal, if that makes sense. Right. Great news for us. Hey ho. Looking forward to the future. Okay, so I'm quickly going to look into the high street banks. Well, I don't have a high street bank anymore. Now, I'm going to do the UK, but hopefully this will cover where you live as well, because this is happening. This is happening in every country. So you've probably seen your banks fizzling out as well. Yes, so it should be happening in your country too. And it's for our benefit. It may just not be working out so much just at this minute if you have to go to the bank. High street banks. Whoa, they've changed. Okay, so I don't, oh my goodness, look at these banks. I feel the ones that will be left are going to be used for different purposes. Look at this. This is integrity. There's a lot of money here. This is a new path, and this is going from strength to strength, okay? These cards are all golden. They're wonderful. They're positive. They're rich. This is a major arcana going forward. Look, he's going forward. So if you think about the last reading, that was in the outcome. Now think about this, because that's what's going to come, or hopefully going to come, because I'm not allowed to say absolutes. My teacher told me that. And then it's like the journey, and then the journey keeps going, and then we're on this new path. And once we're on this new path, this is amazing, and I think these banks will be used for different purposes. Could be a work in progress to help us get our money, swapping money over. Oh, what's that about then? So what did I ask? Oh, hold on. I asked about our current banks. Okay, I believe, right, that the ones that are left are going to be used for better purposes. But I think in the meantime, others are going. But I also think while the structure's being changed, okay, at the present, there's a final battle to go still, because they can't switch over until the election is sorted and whatever else needs to be sorted. But I think the framework is there. Okay, so to me, this is a framework. This is what happens next. It's like it breaks. It finally breaks. And then we get our banks. There you go. Told you. Look at that. Celebration. When the final battle is done and they admit defeat, this is the money. This is a breakthrough. So I really strongly believe this is now the high street. High street will be used as kind of maybe redemption centres or helping us transfer our money, our wealth. That's probably why there aren't many of them. I don't know how they're going to do it though. Oh my gosh, I'm going to ask that then. Will our high street banks be used as kind of redemption centres, sending... Not quite like that. Maybe not quite like that, because that's not quite clear. Not quite like that. So will our high street banks, the ones that are left, help us to just transfer our money to in better ways? Maybe that's what it's saying. Not those banks are set up to help us maybe move the money. Maybe that's what it's about. Yeah, there you go. Got a sun. As soon as I changed the question, do you see how you can just, if you ask the right question, yes, very positive, affluence, this is money, this is happiness, radiant blessings. This card should stand as well because it's a major card. That is so exciting, which means I think they'll be there to help us for our futures, but maybe then leading us, helping us transfer the money over, sending it where it needs to go, if you know what I mean. Wow, that's so exciting. So there is no point me asking on this again, because that is what's happening next. And we have to wait for the Five of Swords, which is admitting defeat in a way. Yes. Wow. Okay, so next one. Investment. I'm only going to do 3 cards on investment because, like, it will kind of be the same thing. That's all going to change as well. And so I'm going to do 3 cards on the future, or how investment banks are now and the future. Because it will all be the same thing. And maybe the Tower was a collapse of all of this, you see. I can't wait. I can't. And I will tell you something. It's really peculiar. I did. Now, hang on. Let me stop talking. Let me do this first. Right, this is investment banks. Oh, look at this. They've changed, or they're going to change. They're going to evolve. And this could be Mr. T evolving them in a way. Because it's like they're going to become, or they already will be used for... Oh, I've got it. So maybe investment banks is where we now invest our wealth. Who knows at this point? But that's a really nice card. That's supposedly meant to have happened already. It's like your greatest wishes. Let me see. Okay, so the last card is the Knight of Swords. Okay, and this is a battle. So I keep getting final battle cards, which I find really strange. So maybe they've evolved. This is maybe where good investments are done, or investments for business in the future, but it's really a nice card. It's your greatest wishes and how investments will change and evolve, maybe due to our situation or the situation of the world. I don't really know, but this is also like a quick turnaround as well, and getting the word out. But I still think this is a battle. So I still think, obviously, I seem to have in each reading and a scenario where there's a slight battle at the end, like it's not quite over yet. So what was I going to do now? I was going to tell you the story. That's it. Sometimes when you read for yourself, it's not always that accurate because you're invested in it yourself. But I sometimes just do practice, and I was doing a zodiac for myself, which is a really nice spread. It's a really big spread, and you can ask about your life going forward for the next few years. Now, for myself, obviously, sometimes the cards change. They kind of mean the same thing, but you can just get different cards. Sometimes it's more clear. Okay. Now, for my home situation, I had a death card, okay, which is a major change, but a slow change, okay, and then I had a give up, and I thought, oh, I wonder if I'm going to be moving. And then it occurred to me, because I think I pulled other cards to clarify, and that if that is as it is, that, I was thinking, oh no, I wasn't expecting that. However, I then thought, what if it meant a slow change to home, everybody's homes? And, you don't know, do you? Do you know what I mean? And I thought that was really interesting, because immediately you think, oh, what's going to happen in the economy? And then I thought, well, with all these other cards I've had, and there's so much talk about, the economy changing, it could be for the better, of course. You're always going to think, oh, is it for the worse? But it could be for the better. And I thought I really wanted to point that out, actually. And I'm going to pick a card on that. Is that death card to home a situation for everybody in there for their home situation? That it's kind of everyone's home's going to change, evolve. Is it something to do with NESARA, GESARA? Is it something to do with the world? Is it something for the... Oh, let's see what this one... Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm so excited. I want to scream. Trust in your intuition, what you are feeling, sensing, and seeing, experience. Well, at the end of the day, that's trust. So I'm going to leave that there because it's so exciting. There you go. Because we're so used to being a system where it's control, you always seem to lose, you financially lose, you're always in hardship. Well, some people aren't, of course. You can't get a lawyer because only the rich people can have lawyers. Just checking it was still recording. I have assistant cameraman decided to try harder this time and do his job properly. So I ripped up his P45. I said, don't worry, you can have another go. Here you go. Here, say hello, oh, you can't see me. Say hello, everybody. Look, you're getting so big, you don't even fit in the camera. Look, no, say hello to everybody. Where's your face? I can't see. Ah, there you go. Hello. Okay, you can have another go. Get back behind the camera now. Anyway, that is so exciting. See, we always think, because we're so used to always being in hardship, we never think, oh, that could be really exciting, and it's hard to believe. And also, we've been waiting nearly 5 years for this to happen. My friend did a reading, and I think she got April She actually had a card for April next year. Can you believe that? I'll put that on the community page with her details, actually. She does readings as well. Her name's Karen, so I'll put that up as well. And also Chris does readings as well. I don't know if you know. My other friend, Divine Light Readings by Chris, she does readings. Okay, and I might do them when this ends. I might restart, but at the moment I've got too much on. Anyway, where was I? I've done the high street. I've done investment. I've done the GESARA. I think that's it really. So we're just really waiting for the end of the movie. The election, I had 2 of Swords, which is kind of a stop. Depends on what happens there. I don't know if they'll pull the plug before or after. She'll get in, then he'll come back and say, no, I'm not having that. I don't actually know how it's going to go. We got a month to go, so I'm not going to read on it now. It's not much point. I may read on it again near the time. But we all kind of know he's going to win anyway, however it's done. Whether the military step in at the last minute and say, nope, we're not having this. You know, you're not doing this to us twice. I kind of think that's kind of how it will go. I'll pull 1 card, but I'm not doing any more. There'll be news. Clarity. It could be in 6 weeks. Or it might not be in 6 weeks, but there will be clarity. We'll get to know what is going on. Sorry, I'm just looking something up. Yeah, we'll get to know. It'll be more positive. Maybe we'll get to know more nearer the time. That's why I don't really want to read on it. And I have anyway. I think at the end of the day, we will get to know. We're never going to know exactly how it's going to go down. My feeling is the military will step out at some point. I will ask that. In fact, I may not read on it actually, because I've done it already. So it's just another reading to do. So I may I'll just do that then instead now. If it doesn't go their way, will the military step out? Yeah, if it gets maybe difficult, stressful, I don't really know. Oh, look at that. I don't have it. Well, this could be a soldier card. Yeah, it's kind of like almost like trust. If they take a risk, I think then action. That's kind of an action card, and I have that on the bottom, sort of celebration. So I would imagine so. Yeah, there you go. Look, waiting. Remember, I did a reading for all the public. Oh, it's on my YouTube, and it was like a message for June for all of us, and that was the card I had, trying to tell us. I've just got when the time's right. I've got justice. I just got when the time's right. Yes, it's when the time's right. When it's the right time, there'll be a new beginning. It will change everything. We're going to get our greatest wishes. But until they reach the finish line, there is going to be some stress. Now, I had that with the soldier waiting back in June. I did a message for all of us. See, and you can say, I'm doing a message for June. It could be saying that we need to know this. This is important. But you'll need to know this in October. But it's just what you get at that time because it's important. And I always felt like it was, we need to know that they're on standby. And so you don't be alarmed if it goes that way. Well, have I rambled? So there you go. Oh, 1 more card. Somebody did ask me to read on silver, okay? And I don't really do requests anymore because I'll be here forever. However, I don't really want to read on silver, but what I'm interested to know is what it's been going around for a long time, that silver may be worth more than gold. To be honest, I would imagine they'd be worth the same, but it wouldn't surprise me. Why wouldn't they be the same kind of thing? But anyway, what could I ask then? Is silver worth more than they've told us? More than gold? Or I'll just see what comes out actually. 1 card. See what I get for silver. There you go. 1 card. Well, it's funny actually because I saw gold leads the way, but oh wow, he's got silver hat, gold, and then silver. I think they both are. Because actually thinking about it, although I didn't ask, one specific question, I asked, are they kind of both worth the same? Like both, you know, you'd think they'd almost be equal. Well, I kind of feel that in a way, or maybe it's saying silver's going to be considered something, I don't know, that we can trust, because it's, how do I explain it? It's really difficult sometimes when you get cards and you have to try and explain something into, you know, hang on, I'm going to actually look it up for you now. How you explain it in simple terms for us. Okay, it's about good faith, okay, from your heart. Interesting. So difficult, actually. You've got to try and figure that out for yourself, if you know what I mean. But that's a nice card. He follows his heart. Romantic. Maybe it's the silver is the romantic one, not gold. Oh, you never know, because that's feelings, which is quite funny. But that's what I got anyway. Oh, look at that. I said, I wonder if they're about the same, but they don't tell you that. Balance. Balance. What's most important to you? I think they're probably about the same. I think it's up to you what you like, because I have gold and silver, and balance to me would be they're probably equal. Maybe that's the truth and we've never been told that. Who knows? Maybe they want you to buy more gold, keep the silver for themselves. Anyway, hope that I've got that on the bottom. Celebration. Woohoo, you never know. I don't know. I don't know how to interpret that, to be honest. That's a new direction. So make of that what you will. I'm not really a money person. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. And it looks like it's going to be super, super, super duper exciting in the future. Have a great day. Bye now.